So at the moment we've got a saw wave, which has got, it's fairly harmonically rich, but it's quite a simple waveform, and we want to kind of chunk it up a little bit. So I'm going to go into the Wavetable massive and use Crusher. It's got these kind of nice thick tops, as you can see, more harmonically rich than maybe a saw wave. Oops, take that loop off by accident. But as you can see, the low end kind of loses out a little bit. So we're going to bolster that up with the saw. So we've got two oscillators going at the same time. So the saw is going to fill out the bottom region. But yeah, we want to create more harmonics. So an easy way to do that is, there's a few ways. You could chorus it to get more variation in the pitch of them. But for now, we're going to distort using a sine shaper, which is quite an aggressive way to distort sounds. And some of the more metallic sounding wavetables and massive can really get thickened up by using the sine shaper. So this region is really getting quite thick now. Obviously it still sounds pretty pants, we haven't done anything to it yet, but we're just going to create a rich source to begin with, and then we'll worry about other stuff afterwards. Now to create even more harmonics, we're going to utilize another technique. It's kind of Massive's way of doing FM stuff. So we're going to have this modulation oscillator modulate the frequency of this oscillator 1, which is chosen here, with a version of itself that's like 2 octaves up. So the result is that if we just take this off, you'll see more harmonics be created the further I push this up. So it's really thick top end now. But again, we need that lows brought about by the saw wave. You're kind of just trying to find a point at which you're not losing too much of your low end. That doesn't sound very thick, you know, so let's bring it down. Okay, so we're going to do some thickening now in the unison. So we're going to create 5 versions of the same patch now, and then using this pitch cutoff slider, we're going to have it deviate. So this is all the way over here is entire semitones, so it's going to sound awful and out of tune. So then you kind of find the right point that gives it, you can still discern what pitch it is clearly, but it's kind of got that thick sound to it. So let's also pan some of the different versions as well. Again, it sounds pretty wank, but we are gonna, filter it and stuff. So yeah, okay, let's get onto that. Let's do some low pass stuff. Right, okay, so at the moment we've got our sine shaper happening after the filter, which when we add some resonance is going to sound pretty awful. So what we want to do is create this rich source first using the distortion, and then filter it afterwards. So see what that sounds like.